Hi, hi. Guess hope the screen is visible. Hello. Now today's topic is there on the screen. We'll be dealing with character style and paragraph style. But before to that, I'll make some doubt to be get clear if anything is there of previous session. In the previous session, anyhow, we got to know how to handle the page and how to insert the page, how to make page numbering, what is master page, and how the normal page is depending on the master page, and how the master page is controlling the normal page. That all things we have covered. So it's a review kind of things. But yes, we can see a wonderful output. One of the student has given, Mr. Monos. So hope on the screen you can able to see. This is the wonderful output that is given. I can't able to see. So it. This is second page and the third and all. Really appreciable work has been done. Masterpiece concept somewhat like the page number is there, and we'll go more in details. Yes, a table of content it is like contents that we'll be learning in the further session. But yes, we have seen one of the cover page design. Then number of pages are there, contents are there inside it. Yes, this is what expected, and we can go now to the next level. Thanks. And anyone doing anything, you can send to me on the WhatsApp number. So we can have a review and give you back. Fine. Any questionnaires are there? You can ask me up. Chalo. So before going in more into the software, let us see what are the things we'll be covering now in this 1 hour. We'll be dealing with the character style and paragraph style, where all these things will be find out in three different places. This controller will be there. We'll be learning about what is that, but where it is used, it is used for chapter naming and to create a regular rhythm in the whole book. Similar kind of things will be there. Similar kind of text materials will be used. Highlighting a particular word in all the pages, all the places where character style and paragraph styles are used. And sometimes we need to extract the information from the whole 500 book pages book. Certain information that also done by the character style and paragraph style. So for extracting the information from the book also, we can use this. And to maintain a rhythm inside the whole book also, you can use this. Similar kind of structure will be forming. Hope you can also see in the books also. All the pages of the book will be similar type of fonts they will be using, not like randomly. In textbooks I'm speaking. Then we'll be seeing some of the keyboard shortcuts, what we'll be using to get this text to be get control. And the next, the other topic majorly will be covering now: character, paragraph style, character property, paragraph property, and how to apply it, how to save it. At the end, yes, we'll be asking you to find this type of styles where it is used in your book, and we'll ask to make some paragraph and character styles. So this thing will be getting covered. So I have shown you all the things in like page by page. So we'll be tracking our subject exactly in the same manner. So let us move on to the software. As if the topic is character style and paragraph style, and we got to know it can be opened from three different places. Let us see it here. This is the major part of InDesign. InDesign's ఎప్పుడు major part start అయింది. నిన్న class కూడా important, but it is more related to text. So get involved anywhere it get stocked up. Make me stop there and get it clear. Okay, it's very easy software and very small. So sometimes it is defocused, but market is very big for it. Those who are making this design, they are high paid. For every page, only for arranging, they are charging. So designers cannot able to do this. That's why they come to you as a layout artist. Fine, let us take 10 pages. Go for okay, A4 size paper. Now, as if the talk, the whole InDesign is test oriented things. It is not a designing software, but we have taken the maximum profit of the software by knowing all the designing sites, but it is not meant for so. What is meant for? It is meant for only to handle the text in a major way. So the first keyboard shortcut is T. T is for text tool. So let us note down. First hotkey of the day, T. Text tool. Next, to draw a text on the screen in InDesign, we adopt click and drag, not click. So Photoshop or Illustrator, you find on click it will happen, but in InDesign, always the text go with the text box. Hope the first thing we have made it clear how to draw the text on screen in InDesign by click and drag, then type. Methodology is clear. Now the next tips and tricks. After the dragging, we can go for an option called right click and switch to the option called fill with placeholder text. First thing we have learned in text. Fill with placeholder text. Let us note down. Right click. So a right click and switch to the option called fill with placeholder text. This is the tool. And what is the method? Click and drag. This is the method. Then after, go for type. Now on the right click, whenever we are in editing mode, we'll get an option called placeholder text. This is the important option. Through this, we can get dummy text. Dummy text. So let us see. Again, we'll make a bigger text box. Take the text tool. Click and drag over here. Give a right click, switch to the option called fill with placeholder text. So what happened? Immediately the dummy text come up. Now the question why? The answer is before the original message comes, the whole design will get finished. Only the time that information will come, they'll replace it up. There is no time to wait till the information come to the newspaper. You can see what is the time precious there. Is it okay? As a layouting artist, you will be asked to make the layout done whenever the news will come, that will place there and it will go for print directly. So, yes, hello.
Yes. सर इसमें हम टाइप नहीं कर सकते सिर्फ
Yes, yes. हम लोग टाइप ऐसे खुद का टाइपिंग कर सकते हैं
yes,
और हम डमी टेक्स्ट भी यूज कर सकते हैं दोनों तरीके।
कॉपी पेस्ट डमी टेक्स्ट इज कॉपी पेस्ट।
तीन तरीके से हो सकते हैं। एक तो आप टाइप करो, दूसरा है कहीं से भी आप कॉपी करके पेस्ट करो। सो लेट अस टेक आई एम जस्ट कॉपिंग समथिंग हियर, कंट्रोल सी, आप यहाँ पे पेस्ट करो और डमी टेक्स्ट यूज करो, तीनों चीज हो सकता है। सो वी कैन टाइप इट, we can copy paste it, we can take dummy text, okay. Yes, so three things are allowed. Now the question comes, why dummy text? Am I right? No, this is a vital question. Yes. The reason behind it, your layout will be fill up instead of copy paste also take time. Before the original text comes, they make with dummy text all the things, so that layout will be finished very fastly. It's okay. So it's a nice question, like, does we can able to make copy paste? Yes. Does you can type? Yes. Hope the answer is clear. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So let us move. Two keyboard shortcut we'll be using now. What are those? Control 1, 100% view. What is the keyboard shortcut? Control plus 1. 100% view.
Fit screen.
100% view. This is 100%. Control 1. Now the next keyboard shortcut, Control 2. 200% zoom out. 200% zoom out. So these two keyboard shortcuts are often used, which is somewhat new from Photoshop. Photoshop always goes Control 0, but here often use Control 1 and Control 2 to see the text material or any design in 200%. So what happens? Sometimes the text are very small. It will not catch the eye because it will be in this view. So it is not readable. So immediately we need to switch to which format? Control
Control 1.
or Control 2.
2.
Immediately it catch your eye. So hope this much of information clear. Now the next, hold the space bar and get it into your relevant space. Space bar is for penning. Hold space bar. Hold space bar to pen the canvas. Pen means going left, right, up, down. So that could be done. Now we have understood now how to type it, how to use placeholder text. Once more, Control 0 to fit to the window. Control 1 is different, Control 0 is different. So hope we have understood. CTRL plus 0 for what purpose? It is 0, not O. Fit to the window. Fit to window. In that case, what happens? Design is okay, but text are not visible. So to get rid of this problem, we can switch to Control 1 or Control 2. Control 0, fine. We'll do the same job once more. Take the text tool, drag it up. We have seen the placeholder text come up with a right click, but we'll see now what is this option inside the menu bar. Go to the type menu and go to the extreme down, just one before. You can find placeholder text, fill with placeholder text. Hope we have understood now where from we can able to get the dummy text and get it fit and see it up. Now, this much of things clear. Let us move to the next part. This is what the text box, but the time we're dragging the text box a little down, then immediately we'll find a red color mark in the right down. Can you able to see?
Yeah, sir.
This is technically called as overflow text. What is this called?
Overflow text.
So let us note down here. Whenever we are making a text box to get up, then we'll find immediately a plus like symbol in red color. This indicates that there are some hidden texts are there. It indicates hidden text and technically called as overflow text is there. Is it okay? Now, how to handle overflow text? What is the topic now? How to handle overflow text. It can be handled in 3 different manners. 1. Drag the text box to the maximum till the red color mark goes out. Then you can also see the overflow text. First method, finish. What is the first method? Drag the text box. To handle, we do have 3 techniques. Drag the text box. Solution. Second method, if it is smaller, give a right click, switch to the fitting, ask the software, fit frame to content. What is the option? Fit frame to content. Alt, Control, C. No need to drag. Exactly it will fit to the content. Alt, Control plus C. Immediately that the text box will get open till the final text is there. And the option is technically on the right click. RC means right click. And go for fit. Fitting. Give a right click, go for fitting. And fit frame to content. Fitting. Fit frame. This is a word. To content. Hope these three options are clear. Now, everything okay, sir. Where is it inside the software, sir? Am I right? Object. Fitting. Here you can find object, fitting, Alt Control C. The fourth place. What is the topic going on? How to fit the frame to the extra overflow text. Object, fitting, and fit frame to content. Is it done? So only one option we have done. Just typing, overflow text handling. Now the next method. Control A, select all. And get the font size to go down, down, down. This is also another method to get it handle. So here we have adopted the next method. What is that method? Resize. Okay, resize the thing. Resize the text material. Smaller. So here we have understood till now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 method. Because it is more related to the text, so I'm just exaggerating the information, whatever we do have. Maybe it is a little strained, but it will help you out in the future. Now the sixth method. This is more important method compared to all these things. Often newspaper people use this. So let us make a little more. Control A. And you can raise the number. Yes. And we can use a command Alt Control C. This is happened, like we have seen all the things. Now we'll make it a little smaller. Now this red color is there. Click on the red color button. This is the next technique. And take this cursor into next place. Can you see the cursor? How does the cursor looks like? A text cursor come up. Before it was normal cursor. So now the cursor is filled with the text. It indicates that the overflow text is there here with me. On which page I need to go? He's asking. I want to go to which number page? In that number page, it will continue. In newspaper, you will be finding on the main page, some of the news they will provide. And at the end, they will write continuity of the news is there in the 7th number page. Am I right? This kind of things you might have seen. And that is happening now with the overflow text. We have taken the overflow text from here and we are going to the 3rd number page and dragging up. So hope we have seen now the information started in one place and then after it is slowly entered into the next required page. So here on the screen, it is very clear. It started the first page, but the overflow text enter into the 3rd number page. And the method of working, just click and go there and drag. Now see the continuity. Have a double click on the text, Control A, you'll find first page and in the 100th page also the extra text is there, that will get selected. If you delete here, there also it get deleted. And if you're writing some information over here, then the text will go to that next page automatically. So this is the beauty. So hope we have understood now how to handle the overflow text by switching the text from one page to the other page, and the continuity still remained. Is it okay?
No.
Now the text box, if you see, it looks like there is some extra information which has been transformed by a small triangle mark on the right down. Before it was not there. It was plus, but now it is blue. And it indicates a triangle. Before it was a plus mark. This triangle indicates the overflow text is placed somewhere. Hope we have understood now how to handle overflow text in InDesign. Is it clear? So what is this? Click and move to other place and click. So the overflow text will go from one place to the other place. Fine then. Here two things we have understood. What is called placeholder text and what is called overflow text. Two technical terms. Both of them are related to the text and fit content to frames, like, or else this fit frame to contents. This is three options we have understood, which will be regularly used in InDesign. Overflow text. What is the next? Fit frame to content.
Can drag.
Fill placeholder text. Right? So these three options to be get, remember. Where is the options and how to handle them? What is their hotkeys? Alt Control C. Right click. Click and move. Is it okay? So I am scribbling roughly on the screen, but it should be a fade note. So these three options we have understood. So let us go now in depth. First, typing is finished and typing frame handling is done up. Again, one more time we are doing this. Take the text, drag it off. Fill the placeholder text. Very nice. Now this is called a text box. Now there are three property. One, it is having a character property. That means individual words could be controlled. There is a paragraphic property there, how these paragraphs to be designed. And there is a text box property. So we'll start with the text box first. On your screen, as if like you are taking anything, any window, we do have that properties will be visible. And you have understood all these things, but here in a text box, it does have some special property. What is that special property? Check it up. I'm just duplicating it by holding Alt and drag it up. Is it clear? Is that okay? Now we are seeing what is the extra thing in text box. On the option bar at the extreme right, you can find an option called column. Hope we got to know the option. How many columns are there? 2 or 3? So now got to know what? Number of column is a property of what? Text or text frame? Answer, text frame. Does it okay? It is not related to directly to the text, though it looks like a text, but text frame contain an option called columns. How many columns we need? But the time you go inside the text, you don't find. So make sure we are handling three property of the text. What are those? Text frame property, character property, paragraph property. Does it okay? Is it clear now, the diagram? So what are the options of a text and which option related to which property? This is the challenging task which is to be get filled very particularly 1, 2, 3, 4. The more we know, the more we can able to handle. Because 50, 60, 100 of properties are there. We know this is text property, but where it is, that is to be get remember. So in that regard, make a Venn diagram and start noting their property where what it is. People have done their hard work to design the software. Now only we need to know where is what to get click. That is only the job we are doing. I'm not telling which is very good work or less work. That is not my concern. Just to make you know, only your effort is to be there. Where which option is there, we need to remember. So that immediately we can click there. So here we find a special property. What is that? Number of column. It is there in text frame property. Is it clear? The task of the day, find out different properties of a text and list it out in their particular column. Text frame, character property and paragraph property. Let us switch to the next one. So hope we got to know how to make a text box, how to fill the placeholder text, and how to split them into number of columns. Often you find in the newspaper. Take a layout of the newspaper and see how many columns are there. So it makes the job easier to read up. So let us do it once more. Take the text tool, drag it off, fill the placeholder text, and immediately switch to the selection tool, select the text box. So you'll be finding the text box properties on the extreme right, 1, 2, 3, finish. So hope we have understood now how to generate number of columns within very less time in InDesign. And the next hotkey we have learned, Alt Control C. Why for that? To show all the text inside the text box. If some overflow text is there then. Is it clear now? So hope we can able to make a dummy layout of the newspaper. Open a newspaper, start up analyzing that. Newspaper. Any newspaper of your choice, just see the image, nothing to open the whole newspaper downloading. So by looking to this screen, hope you can able to imagine what we are learning, where it is used. Is it clear? Can you able to guess what is there in the screen? Number of columns are only. The faster it is under our control, the better we can able to make this kind of designs. Is it okay? Fine. So let us start finding how many designs are there, how many columns are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a very systematic arrangement on the screen. What other thing we can do? Take a scale, open an old newspaper, anywhere you'll find, measure the length and take a canvas of that particular size and start doing operation of this. This could be a task. Am I right? No? It should be practical. Faculty is taking some A4 size paper and his job is done. But the job is there inside the ad agency and inside the printing press or inside the news agency with the sites. So the task has been given. Take a old newspaper, find the measurement, find the columns number, and make a layout with that particular size. So your first task will be get clear to make this happen. Control N. I'm just taking that same A4 size, but in a landscape manner. Portrait, it was now landscape. Yes, you can able to turn the present canvas also, but I have taken a landscape size to have a lookup like this. So drag this from this to this end. Very simple. Right click, switch to the placeholder, jump to the selection tool, find the column, type down 8 column. Job is over. So simple now. And Alt Control C, fit to the window. So your first job is over. Is it clear? Now I'll go to the next part of
Hello,
this.
sir.
Yes. Yeah, tell me.
How to add image between text?
Yes, we'll be coming to that slowly. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Now we are into the first property of the text. What is that? How to insert placeholder text and how to split that into number of columns. And where is that property? Inside InDesign. Next one. We'll make it zoom out. Hold the space bar. Get it focused now. We are going a little enter operation now. Once the typing is done up, then again we can able to modify it by taking the same text tool and getting click and dragging like this, and we can type our own or replace it with any other things. Now check to the option bar where your eye to go move. This is called option bar. Am I right? What is menu bar? Toolbar, floating panel, option bar. Like option bar is there, status bar is here down. In the option bar, this is the specialty in this tool. If you go for like a selection, then we find less operations over here. We'll find some of the options. But if you are in text box, you find the option bar is divided into two parts. Can you see? The tool remain the same, but the option bar contains a lot of informations inside it. They break down the option bar into two parts. This is the beauty. The upper part you can find a A-like symbol. The second part is called paragraphic format. Is like music symbol. It is there. It controls the paragraphic property, and the upper one controls the characteristic property. So now two icons, two informations. Is it clear?
Yes.
Character property and paragraph. Now the question, what is called character, what is called paragraph, sir? Right? Individual word is technically called characters. But the time you press the enter button, you can see this is one paragraph, this is another paragraph. So paragraph and character difference. It was a problem for me. Everything looks the same. So in that angle I'm speaking. If you are already known, very nice. If not, this is very clear. Paragraph key, character key, differentiating. The first option controls the character. The second option controls the whole paragraph, how it should be. Individual words, how it should be, it will be controlling there. Fine. So we have understood now. Character means what? Paragraph means what? Let us see what are the property of a character. Same Photoshop information is there. Each and every icon to most of the options you are knowing of. But I'll get a very fast review of on this. This controls the font family. This is the style. This is a size and. So size, file, and family is clear. So let us take an example. Select this. Increase the size. And here, change the font family, whichever the family want. And that particular family, what is the style? Now this particular family doesn't have more style. Family and style are two different things. Arial is a family, right? No? So you are aware of, so in Photoshop also, Arial. But inside the Arial, again, you can find regular, bold, italic, these are all the styles. So hope we have understood what is the difference between them. And this is the property of whom? Character. Second, sizes. Okay, a little fast preview. Now this distance, this is what your leading distance. So in between the character like lines, how much space. This option is to increase the space between the lines. Okay, can you see the technical term? Leading. Note down. Switch to the paint. What are the options we have seen? Family,
अरे यार पढ़ने देना मम्मी.
tile, size, leading. What is leading? Am I right? These are the questions waiting for you. In the
Line to line space.
Yes. The space between the line technically called as leading. So let's move again back to this in caps lock, right? Superscript, subscript, underline, strike through, small caps. Is it clear? All the technical term? Because we'll be working with these technical terms. So it is to be get clear. Anyhow, it is record. So you can go through once. Caps lock, small caps, superscript, subscript, underline, strike through. Next, about your space between the character. Space between the character, I mean like alphabets. Technically it is kerning or tracking. Baseline shifting. So from the baseline, how much it has to go up, that is called baseline shifting. So technical terms are coming, but I'm not typing now. I'm not writing also, but it is your like responsible to get it under your control. So baseline shifting, kerning or tracking, leading, and these all properties. Okay. So scaling of vertical, scaling of horizontal, italic, and the color on the right side. But InDesign shows few limited colors over here. Nothing to get worried. Rest of the colors we can generate by new switches. So we can generate a new switch. This is a button of creating a new switch. And here we can double click. So a window pop-ups. Here we can able to generate our own color, or you can able to take it from the library. So there are two ways we can able to adopt. There are millions of colors available, which is there in the library. By creating this new switch, yes, we can able to have a double click and find all this. Or else we can able to create our new color by the sliders, by changing the slider. If you need pure red, yes, you can go like this. So hope we have understood now how to generate new color for the text or anything by adding switches and moving the slider. Is it clear now? Next part. The text could be given by the outline, because the whole InDesign is only text oriented. The more we know about the text, we can handle it easily. Yes. So hope we have understood now. The text property character can be controlled over here, but it is not enough. Still more character property are also there, which is not visible over here. We can find the window called Windows, Type, and Control T. The first window we have introduced is character palette. Is it okay now? Control T is the first keyboard shortcut we have introduced to find the whole thing, whatever we have listened over there, that is here. Along with that, on the right top corner, you can find some of the or more options are there with their keyboard shortcut, very clearly mentioned. Is it okay now? So where to find the keyboard shortcut? It is here. For all these buttons, these are all the keyboard shortcuts. So it makes the job much more easier. So hide options, it shows some limited options. Show option, it will show you maximum, but it is not maximum. Still more options are there in the right. You can switch to anything you want. Where is this window? By Control T. The hotkey, again, we got to know new one. Character property can be handled inside a window, that is called character palette, CTRL plus T. And where it is? in the Windows menu. Window, type, and what is this? Type and control 2. Type and table and control 2. Type and table and character, CHARACTR. So this is the window where it can be controlled. Is it clear now? Hope this much of things okay. Will I move? Let us take a case. We have designed a particular character of character style. So we'll go for styling now. Step number 1, start changing the style whatever you want. We want it to be in Arial color or Arial, okay, and it should be bold, black, it should be in capital letter. So let us take a case. This is what our demand, Hyderabad to be written in this style. Then we have generated this with a red color, fine. We have taken this much of time, right? We cannot able to take this much of time to do all these things. So this particular style can be saved for permanent use. This is the thing where the InDesign work starts. What is to be done now? How to save this character style for permanently. It is only the temporary changes. So your character palette or the option bar is a temporary changing place. But now we'll save this style for permanent use. Bold, Arial, red color is our style, what we'll be using in our book. Then what we can do, there are two methods are there. What is the topic going on? How to save the character style. The topic, saving the character style. Character style. This is what the topic going on. Till now, what we have learned? How to change the property. Before what we have learned? How to type the text. It can be done in two different places. 1, 2. First method. In the option bar itself, we'll find an option here, character style. It is there to do two events. Like you can save it up. Click here, go for new character style. Then a very big window pop-ups. Nothing to get worried. It is there to help you out. Write down your name to how to recognize this. Arial. It may be anything XYZ. I'm just writing this name. Arial red cap. Go for OK. Job is done. Is it okay now? What you have learned? How to save a character style. Just I'm taking your approval at every instant of time. Make me stop and get it clear. So one time investment of your time, then lifelong you can enjoy it up. So hope we have understood now how to save a style. Where is the button? This is the button. Where it is? Inside the option bar. While it, how it comes? While you are in the text. Clicking over here, you can save it up. This is the first way of saving the character style. Now, the character style is saved or not, where it is, how to know that? Does the question clear? To know this, we need to come to the type menu. It is the place where character style is there. Hope it is clear now. Character style. Shift F11, the next keyboard shortcut. Can you able to see? There are two windows on your front. One is character palette, another is character style palette. Here we are going to change the property and we can save it up either in the option bar or inside the character style also. We can select that style. Let us make one more here. This is the style. We need to change something over here. Doesn't matter. Without changing also we can save, but we are changing for the reference purpose. Is it okay? And once the requirement is done, changes over, then we'll make the character style for permanent use, not from the option bar, now from the character style. How to do this? Select this and switch either here, character new style, or in the right top corner, new character style, either of the other. In both the way, the software will open the same window. Here you can write bold, black, just XYZ I'm typing. Get it? Okay. Now, let us see which style is applied where. Select this and apply bold black. Select this, applied a red cap. Hope the apply is over. The time you are coming over here now, it will show which style is applied. So hope we have understood now how to make the styles and how to save the style. How many methods are there to save the style? 2 methods. What are those and where are those? One is inside the option bar. Another is inside the where? Character style window. What is the hotkey for character style window? Where is the option inside? Okay, are you getting my voice?
Yes,
Just a
sir.
minute.
Shift F11.
Does my voice is okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Where is this character style window? From where we have got?
7. Shift
Type menu, Shift F11. Where we have got this character style window? Shift
F11.
F11. And it is there inside your type menu with the name character style. Just I'm scribbling, but it should be a fade note. Why to use character style? To get it remembered for permanently, to get it reused, to save the time. Question and answer happen. Now let's check how does it work now. Come here. Now we need red color. Finish. Come here. We need the black one. Finish. So hope we have understood now what is the work happening on the screen. Whichever the things, whichever the style you want. Is it clear? Hope it is okay. And what is the use of character style? Now, suddenly before just 1 minute of print, the editor start coming, we are not allowed to use red color. Except red color, you can use anything. I mean like red tint, in the sense pink or anything. You can go for green tint or anything, but red should be avoided in the document if it is come up. And there is 1 minute of to go for print and 500 pages has been done up. So at that time, the character style comes into the picture. So come to this screen here, go to the red Arial style, have a double click, switch to the color, get it changed to the cyan, over, print. Does it okay? Arthamanda idea? What is the benefit of character style? We have made you know in a practical manner. It is not only changing here, in the whole 500 page book, it is changed. So this is the benefit of using InDesign, which is sometimes difficult in designing software. I'm not telling it is not possible, but not so flexible. Is it okay? So character style Ardhamanda. So I'm not going to make you more strain. Just I've not gone to the paragraph. Only we have learned today how to make character style. What is the property of a character? Let us go for a review of the class, what we have learned today. We have started the class by refreshing the previous class. Then we got to know how to handle the text, how to activate the text, what is called placeholder text, why to use placeholder text. And then we have seen how to control the screen to zoom in up because text is very small, Control 1 and Control 2 button. Then we have seen the placeholder text is there in the right click as well as there in the type menu. Then after we got to know about the overflow text concept, how to handle the overflow, because we'll be coming up with a lot of text in InDesign. It can be controlled in 6 different manner and mostly use your click and move to the next page. Then after we have seen the text and their property. Text property is divided into 3 parts: text frame, character property, and paragraph property. And text frame is having a measure option, one of the like vital option, that is called number of column. Though the text looks like column is looking like a property of the text, but it is not. Neither it is there in character property or paragraph property. It is there in text frame property. And we have seen how does a layout of a newspaper and try to connect ourselves to the newspaper paragraph columns, and with our present knowledge, how to get it done. Hope this is done. Then we have seen some of the character property, and we have seen that character property can be controlled in a window, that is called character window. By the control T, we can get it up. Then we have taken this much of time to generate a particular style. It can be saved inside the character style, which is not there in the Windows menu. It is there in your type menu, character style. And we have saved the styles, and which could be used further. And the very best thing, instantly you can change any style to any color, anything. So let us take black color. We need that to be red. No need to select the text. Just select the style. Switch to red. Get it okay. So hope this much of things are clear. We'll meet in the next session with the higher option, the text task of the day. Open a newspaper and start finding out where these character styles are there. This is what your observations note to be a task today. Find the use of different character styles in the newspaper. Leave it up the paragraph styles because we have not covered today. And list it out that a particular character is changing. So that is character style. And check all these options, whatever we have learned today. And that is only the task could be done. And make a newspaper layout by splitting the columns. And handle the overflow text by taking the information from one page to the other page. Is it okay? At a stretch, all the options in a very slow manner. I made you to know what is to be done. It is recorded. Just watch to the last part of the video. You'll find what is the task to be done. That's it. Any question you can ask, or else we'll close.
Yes, sir.
Any question is there?
Yes, sir.